How can you get clients and do cold emails work when you are in a small creative business and you just got started? Hi, I'm Dory. Welcome back to another video. I've been running a creative business for about 2 years, nearly 2 years. It's coming up to 2 years in November. And I'm documenting everything that I've been going through the last 2 years. And then when I get to 2 years, I'm going to be documenting everything in real life and then just kind of sharing my experience, trying to build a community and starting conversations. I really feel like there's not a lot of videos out there when people are just and businesses just getting started. So I'm just here to help people who might be going through something similar or even same. So in previous videos, I already broke down like how can you get a portfolio. To get clients, you would really still need to showcase some sort of work. If you don't come directly from the line of work and services that you are now offering, you will need to get the portfolio through friends, through work of your own. Really need to kind of get some sort of showcase. However, I really feel like what's underestimated at the end of the day is that people buy from people. You can have a beautiful showcase. People will still buy into your personality, how you're selling, the personal connection, meaning your networking system most probably in this scenario. And I feel like in general, your networking system will matter more than your portfolio. And what I mean networking system is not necessarily work you've done and colleagues you had from before. What I found that on my journey, actually people who I have not expected from any help helped me more. They somehow bought into my small business mindset, like going into trying something new, going out of your comfort zone, because that is what you need for your first client. Somebody giving you a chance and trusting you for you, that you not necessarily know every single element of that work, but you will do a good job. So I think that is the major bit at the beginning. I did do cold emails. I did send out like for a good couple of months. I can't remember the exact number, but it was hundreds a day. Basically, what I try to do, I by then when I send the cold emails, that I know that I want to offer social media services. So I made a list in my head, who are these businesses who would need social media, and actually just went on Google and then tried to find out all the local businesses email addresses. They could have been anything, any service offering, from restaurants to coffee shops to stationary businesses to literally everything, chiropractors, aesthetic businesses, beauty salons, you name it, literally everything in my direct area and then my wider area. And I was sending out these emails. Everybody said that like this is the way to do it, and then you have to follow it up and then send like follow-up emails, and there's going to be somebody who actually will give you a chance. I did that for months and it didn't really work for me. So then I also tried to start kind of talking to no ex-colleagues. Didn't actually work because I wasn't a big enough company to then go and service a corporate organization like Disney and Prime Video, where I worked before. So I needed to have and locate some contacts who are actually running small businesses, looking for those services, and that was the hardest bit for me. And that part, I think the hardest bit, landing your first client, the first meaningful client, I would say that you have to be persistent. You have to keep going. It will take weeks, sometimes months. For me, I started the business end of November, and I landed my first real meaningful client in these services, the one that I really wanted to promote for ourselves end of July. So that was, what is that? Like, yeah, 8 months, 7, 8 months. So you have to keep going and you have to not give up, because that is the biggest and the hardest bit of your business, to get that first client. After that, you 100% will deliver a good job. I have no doubt of that. But to get that first client is essentially just reaching out, talking to people, convincing them that that's the new thing that you're doing. The one thing I completely underestimated, that how much social media could help me. So I sold social media to run social media for others, but I completely underestimated that I should be doing that for myself, because I completely tied it all the time to, I don't really have major showcases portfolio, and what I should have talked about is my knowledge, my expertise. I should have talked about more, that like how I would approach the work, what I would do there, what's the packages that I'm offering, and I completely underestimated that. So don't be like me. When you are in the process of finding your clients, you're doing cold emails, you're doing reach outs, you literally pursuing all your personal network, do talk on social media as well. Don't underestimate LinkedIn. Start social media accounts for your business from the start, not even the website, but I think is the most important. But in this sense is to have proper social media pages and talk about it all the time. What you are offering, how you are offering. You don't have to show your work for people to understand you have knowledge. And that is what you need to focus on at that point. When you don't have a portfolio, focus on the knowledge that you have and the approach that you're going to take with clients. What sort of services you're going to offer, what's your add-ons, what the different services that you have included in your packages, what's not included in your packages. That's a lot of posts. So definitely focus on that. And then you will be way more successful than I have been. And you will land the client, I guarantee you, within a month or 2 months. So don't be like me. Don't take 7 months to actually do that. At the beginning, feels like a lot of persuasions, a lot of talking, a lot of going out, reaching out. It can be a little bit like soul destroying. But honestly, don't give up. You're gonna have the first client. The minute you have the first client, the most important, you're gonna deliver an incredible job, and they become your salesperson, because they will recommend you. Also, other people will see what you have done for them. So then you immediately have a sales person as such. So definitely focus on that. So getting clients could be a lot of different ways. I would say a lot of people go immediately for like lead generations and cold emails, but you can only do that when you have funds to do that and you get a company, because it's a very different skill than most of us have when you start, like especially when you start a creative business. So just trust your instincts and go, and don't underestimate your own personal marketing as a personal brand, as a company brand, and you will have your first client soon. So I hope you like these videos that I'm creating. If you do, then subscribe, comment, and like, and I see you on the next video.